Eugene. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. The Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
The Ducks will punt this one away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. They got next to nothing out of that as the punt goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark it right around the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Hoover. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Might be changing the route. Quarterback will keep it. There's a crease. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently,
makes the grab in their space, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Davison. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Here comes the heat, sliding to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. It's complete to the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Off play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. That's reeled in. It's Preston. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Rolling right and going deep. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down, and a decision coming right now. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
second and goal for this offense. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he makes the extra point. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dante Moore. Here's the heat. And down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Moore to the air. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Nice play by this defense again. And I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Powers through. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Lost to throw again. That's caught. It's Becker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Richard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there, broke on the football, almost had the big play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Fires quickly. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Richard. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for space. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Moore finds his man. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Moore, play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field.
There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Ducks with the answer. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Throwing more. Pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Moore will throw. Finds his back in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready to go.
On the run, it's Davison. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense came to play today. They have been all over the field, using their minds, using their physicality, like affecting the game, limiting points, doing a great job. And look at right here, even when they don't get to the quarterback and they don't get a sack, they get their hands up and they get deflections.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
How about that? 4th quarter, tie ball game, and you're still going for it. The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. The defense is going to have to go out there, step it up, game on the line.
To throw, it's Hoover. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's shot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game